Welcome to the healing mirror, a quiet space to breathe, to break, and to begin again. Breakups rarely make noise when they happen. It's not always shouting or slamming doors or dramatic exits. Sometimes, it's the quiet. The way they stop asking how your day was. The way you stop saying good morning. It's the silence that breaks you, not the storm. And in that silence you're left with echoes. Of laughter, of love, of things that almost were. People don't always understand this kind of grief. It's not a death, but it feels like mourning, like grieving the version of you that existed with them. You miss the person, yes, but also the future you built in your mind. The plans, the what-ifs, the late-night talks that made you feel less alone. But here's the truth no one tells you. Sometimes what breaks you also opens you. A breakup isn't just the end of love. It's the beginning of meeting yourself again. You start to remember how you laughed without needing a reason, how you lit up before they ever arrived, how you were whole, even before they loved you. Healing is not linear. Some days, you'll feel strong, like maybe you're finally over it. Then a song plays, a scent floats by, or your favorite movie comes on, and the tears return like old friends. That's okay. That's part of the process. You are not weak for remembering. You are not broken for still caring. You are human. And that is a beautiful thing to be. This is not just about moving on. This is about moving into yourself. Taking all that love you gave so freely and pouring it into your own wounds. Romantic love may have ended, but your capacity to love? That hasn't gone anywhere. Let this heartbreak be the soil where you plant new roots. Let it teach you who you are when no one else is watching. So if your heart is aching tonight, if the silence feels louder than ever, I want you to know, you're not lost. You're just in the middle. And this middle? It's sacred ground. This is where you begin again. Not as who you were, but as who you're becoming. This is the healing mirror. You're not alone in this. Not here. Not ever. Sometimes the hardest part isn't that they left. It's that they don't come back. No explanation, no closure, just a space where love used to live. And in that space, your mind fills in the silence with doubt, with blame, with questions like, was I not enough? Was it my fault? But my love, you were never too much. You were never the problem. Sometimes people leave not because you are unworthy, but because they are not ready to receive the kind of love you've spent years learning to give. Letting go is not an act of forgetting. It's an act of honoring. You honor what it meant. You honor what it taught you. And then, you release it. Not because it didn't matter, but because you do. You deserve a love that stays, that grows, that doesn't run when it gets real. And while you wait, or even if you don't, you learn to be that kind of love for yourself. Heartbreak can trick you into thinking you're empty now. But emptiness isn't the absence of life. It's the space being made for something more aligned, more sacred, more true. You are not broken. You are becoming. There's beauty in the becoming. There's peace in the pieces. And there is you quietly rebuilding in the soft morning of your own resilience. So take your time. Sit with your sadness. Cry if you must. Laugh when it comes. This is your healing. It doesn't have to look like anyone else's. It just has to be yours. And one day, when you look back, you may not remember the pain word for word. But you'll remember this, that even after the break, you chose to stay soft, to stay open, to keep loving. And that was everything. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're on the path home to yourself, to your heart, to your healing. This is the healing mirror. And you are never alone here. Love.